Hello, everyone. My name is Marie and welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, I talk about generational trauma and how it affects our children. In this video, I will talk about the importance of parenting skills. If this is something you are interested in, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
A young, happy boy, full of life.
He enjoyed basking in the sunshine, which reminded him of his Jamaican heritage.
Loved ones of Xavier Williams gathered in Connecticut, where the boy was originally from, to mourn his loss and celebrate his life.
We thank God for giving us this opportunity to be here.
We thank you that we are gathered.
Parenting is one of the most important and challenging responsibilities a person can undertake. Every parent wants the best for their child, but many do not receive proper guidance or education on how to raise children in a healthy and emotionally supportive way. One of the most misunderstood aspects of parenting is discipline. Far too often, discipline is confused with punishment, and many parents fall back on the disciplinary methods they experienced growing up, sometimes without questioning whether those methods were effective or healthy. In many families, especially those experiencing stress, poverty, or lack of support, parents do not have access to information about positive discipline. They may be unaware of age-appropriate behavior expectations or how to teach children accountability without causing emotional harm. This lack of parenting skills can lead to unintentional consequences, such as overly harsh punishment, physical discipline, or a lack of consistency that confuses children and creates anxiety or resentment. While setting boundaries and enforcing rules are essential components of raising well-adjusted children, how those rules are enforced makes all the difference. Discipline should be about teaching, not hurting. Punishments such as timeouts, grounding, loss of privileges, additional chores, loss of allowance, or earlier bedtimes are constructive when used appropriately. These forms of discipline encourage reflection, teach accountability, and help children understand that actions have consequences. On the other hand, corporal punishment, including spanking, slapping, or any physical form of discipline, is dangerous, ineffective in the long term, and can result in physical or psychological harm. The root of the problem: lack of parenting skills. Many parents rely on instinct or tradition when it comes to discipline. They repeat what they saw their own parents do, or what they believe is culturally acceptable. In many households, there is a prevailing belief that physical punishment is an effective way to straighten out misbehavior. However, research and child development experts consistently argue that physical punishment is not only ineffective, but harmful. The problem is compounded by the lack of access to parenting education. In many parts of the world, parenting classes are not widely available or encouraged. Parents are expected to raise children with little or no formal training. Unlike professions that require certification or education, parenting is often approached with the assumption that instincts and tradition are enough. But parenting is complex. It requires emotional intelligence, communication skills, patience, consistency, and knowledge about child development. Without these tools, parents can easily become overwhelmed, especially when facing tantrums, defiance, or sibling rivalry. In the absence of positive strategies, frustration can quickly turn into anger, and anger into physical punishment. What is positive discipline? Positive discipline is an approach that emphasizes mutual respect, communication, and teaching responsibility rather than instilling fear. It is based on the understanding that children need guidance and structure, but also need to feel safe, heard, and understood. Some examples of effective nonviolent discipline strategies include timeouts. A short, age-appropriate break from an activity allows children to calm down and reflect on their behavior. Grounding. Restricting access to social activities or screen time as a consequence of misbehavior teaches children that privileges must be earned through responsible behavior. A loss of privileges. Taking away a favorite toy, game, or outing reinforces the idea that actions have consequences. Extra chores. Assigning additional household tasks can help children understand the value of contributing and being responsible. A loss of allowance. Connecting money management with behavior can teach important lessons about responsibility and financial consequences. Early bedtime. A structured bedtime is not only healthy, but can also be used as a mild consequence for not following rules. These methods are not about punishment for punishment's sake. They are tools to teach discipline, help children build decision-making skills, and encourage self-regulation. Importantly, these strategies maintain the child's dignity, preserve the parent-child relationship, and provide consistent boundaries. The dangers of corporal punishment. Corporal punishment may provide an immediate result. It may stop the behavior momentarily, but the long-term consequences can be severe. Spanking, hitting, or any physical form of punishment sends a message to children that violence is an acceptable response to problems. This can lead to aggression. Studies have shown that children who are physically punished are more likely to become aggressive with peers, siblings, and even their own children. Fear and resentment. Rather than understanding what they did wrong, children often focus on the pain and unfairness of the punishment. Emotional harm. Corporal punishment can damage a child's self-esteem and increase feelings of shame, anxiety, or depression. Erosion of trust. Children may become afraid of their parents rather than feeling safe with them, which can weaken the parent-child bond. Escalation. Physical punishment often escalates over time. A parent who starts with spanking may resort to more severe actions as they feel less in control. One of the most critical concerns with corporal punishment is that it is often administered in moments of parental anger. When a parent is frustrated, tired, or emotionally overwhelmed, they are more likely to lose control during physical punishment. What may start as a light spanking can quickly escalate into serious physical harm. The line between discipline and abuse can become dangerously blurred. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, corporal punishment is not effective in improving children's behavior over time and is associated with increased aggression, antisocial behavior, and mental health problems. It is strongly discouraged as a method of discipline. Teaching self-control begins with the parent. One of the most powerful ways parents can teach discipline is by modeling self-discipline. Children observe and absorb behaviors from the adults around them. A parent who manages their own frustration, communicates calmly, and responds with consistency teaches their child how to manage emotions, problem solve, and engage respectfully. It is completely normal for parents to feel overwhelmed or angry at times. Parenting is emotionally taxing, especially when dealing with repeated misbehavior. But this is where self-awareness and support systems become vital. Taking a break, stepping away from the situation, or asking for help can prevent harmful outcomes. Learning to respond rather than react is key. When discipline comes from a place of teaching rather than punishment, it opens the door to better behavior, stronger relationships, and emotionally healthier children. Kimberly Mills and Andre Walker have been charged with murder in the death of her 10-year-old son, Xavier Williams.